There are only two ways to meet highly attractive women. I'm talking 9s and 10s, and maybe even some upper echelon 8s as well. And I'm going to reveal those two ways in this video. But before we get into that, make sure to smash the like button. It costs you nothing, it means the world to me. It really helps me out with the algorithm. And welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm Joshua Hall. I've been traveling and living abroad for around a decade now. I've been to over 50 different countries. And with all that said, let's get into the topic at hand. So first and foremost, what you need to realize is extremely attractive women date differently than 99.999% of the world. And that's because they have high value men at their fingertips. I'm talking celebrities, actors, athletes, high-powered lawyers, politicians, musicians, if I haven't mentioned that already. Pretty much every high-status person you can think of is at their beck and call. World leaders. And so they really aren't interested in giving some random dude who cold approaches them at the mall or on the street a chance when that is the options that they have in abundance. And to some extent, it's like wealthy people. Wealthy people date differently. They move differently. And what I mean by that is wealthy people won't just date anyone that they meet. They won't become friends with just anybody they meet. You see, the word nepotism exists for a reason. And so with wealthy people, they aren't going to let you into their circle or even into their atmosphere unless someone else can vouch for you. And that's the same thing for highly attractive women. And that's why you're only going to meet them in one of these two ways. First is going to be social circle, where you are somehow part of a social circle that knows and interacts with these high quality women. And someone within that social circle can vouch for you. Say, hey, this is a high quality, high status, great guy. You should get to know him. You can start making those introductions, or being on the receiving end of those introductions is what I should have said. And then the other way is going to be from the women who have monetized their beauty through sugar dating or other professional methods. Because I've talked about before, these very attractive women are not on your traditional dating apps, and in general, they are not accessible. And so you aren't just gonna run into them at the mall. And if you do run into them at the mall, guess what? What I just talked about is the problem. You're just some random dude that she has no social proof or social awareness about. And so she's just going to immediately write you off because you have not been vetted in her eyes. Now, there is one exception to this rule, and that is if you travel abroad, because these places aren't as saturated. And so some of these higher quality women are still accessible to the average dude. But even then, the highest quality women aren't just accessible to the average Joe Blow. You've got to have some sort of social connection, or you got to pay for it, because that is their leverage. And you have to understand, when a woman is that attractive, they can DM some guy on Instagram. They can go to the club and see someone who's high status and go introduce themselves and get a seat at that table. That is the cheat code that highly attractive women have in life. Whereas if some random dude just approaches a table of smoking hot models or DMs an Instagram girl with 3 million followers, he's not gonna get any play from that. But the vice versa happens, and that guy will definitely entertain the smoking hot chick. And so, like I said, these are the only two ways you can meet upper echelon 8s, 9s, and 10s in the modern world, with that one exception, which is traveling abroad. And even then, it depends on the country you're going to, and it will also depend on your personal looks, money, status, social skills, and all the other things that we talk about on this channel. Now that's going to wrap up this video. Make sure to leave a comment down below and share your experience. Am I right? Am I wrong? What do you think? And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it. And as always, peace, much love.